Hello YouTube. If you have if you have ever looked for alternative to After Effects, you might have struggled to find a truly comparable option. However, Blender often comes up as a potential substitute. Having used Blender for almost 2 years, I can confidently say it can handle much of what After Effects offers. Though it's a bit more complex to navigate, I recently came across a motion graphic on Pinterest that I wanted to recreate in Blender. This will give you an idea of how to achieve After Effects like results with Blender. I have already completed this project and created two versions. Here's what they look like. Unfortunately, I didn't record the process for these versions, but I have made a simple tutorial just for you. This will guide you through creating similar effects in Blender. So without further ado, let's get started. First, let's add some text and center it. That's look good. Next, I switched the camera view from perspective to orthographic to remove any 3D effect. Now let's choose a font that resembles handwriting. This first one doesn't quite fit, so let's try another. This one seems to work well. If you need this font, I will provide a link in the description, so check it out. To create our motion graphic, we need to trace the handwriting and convert the text into a curve. Although Blender has an option to convert text directly into a curve, it doesn't yield the desired result because it generates multiple curves per letter. This makes cleanups tedious. Instead, we will trace each letter manually using a path curve. You can use any type of curve, but I prefer path curves for this. I will fast forward through the tracing process so you don't have to watch me doing repetitive steps. Keep in mind that I only kept a letter separate and did not break the other letters apart. You will see what I mean as I proceed, and it should make sense as you follow along. Now pay close attention to what I am doing with the dot on the letter I. I am adding an enclosed circle for the dot. It's important to open the circle so it can follow the path properly. To do this, right click on the circle and select the toggle cyclic option, which will open the closed shape. This step is crucial for ensuring the path follows correctly. After that, overlap the two end points slightly to make it appear closed again. You will see why this is helpful in a moment. Make sure to apply the transformation for each curve to avoid any unexpected results later on. Also, to trace the curve properly, you need to add some bevel, or you could say depth, to your curve. This is essential for enabling the start and end mapping options in the drop down menu, which we will use. Next, let's quickly add a background and some materials. I'll set the background to white and text to black. Alternatively, I will add the black text color later. I was experimenting with colors. If you don't know, you can share materials using the Control L shortcut. It's pretty common. Now let's explore the magic of start and end mapping. As I scroll through the end value, you will notice the curve disappearing from the endpoint. I have keyframed both start and end values to experiment with the direction I want to animate. I decided to animate from the end value, but feel free to experiment and find out what works best for you. I might fast forward this part as it is something you can play around with. Now that I have finished with letter A, I will move on to other letters in Magi. It's looking good so far. Remember for the dot on the eye, which is a Bezier curve, you must open the enclosed shape. Start and end mapping won't work on a closed path. I have changed the interpolation to Bezier to control the in and out by adjusting the handles. This allows for smooth, bouncy animation like the one I am referencing from Pinterest. I will include that video link in the description for your reference. Now let's preview the animation. It might appear slower due to some buffering. My computer is in top tier. There is a bit of lag. Note that I am using 60 frames per second for this project to ensure smooth animation. Here's another cool trick. To control where the curve expands and contracts, just follow my lead. Before wrapping up, I will add some final touches. Keep watching, you might find these tips helpful. That's it for today. If you have enjoyed this tutorial, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you create something cool, tag me on Instagram at Amagi Arts. I will put the handle somewhere on the screen. Goodbye and happy animating.